Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are doing a quick, well, first of all, our first live stream on our new YouTube channel, Division MMA. This channel is going to be based off of, MMA content, combat sports content. Eventually, I want to do a little bit more of these live videos, reaction type videos, fight breakdowns, fight predictions, post-fight videos, post-fight thoughts, I should say. And just kind of get involved with the combat sports, in general. So it's going to be pretty fun with that. If you guys are new to the channel, I just want to say thank you guys. It's my first time doing these type of things. So, as we do videos, we're going to get better and better and better. But I've been a big fight fan. I've been a fight fan since about 2012, I want to say, when I was 16. Ex-MMA fighter, had a couple amateur MMA fights. And it's just been a passion of mine for a long time. So we thought we would give it a go. So what better way to do a quick reaction on the latest news, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, which is set for a pro boxing match on August 5th in Dallas, Texas. I'm a big Diaz fan, always have, always will be, and I'm excited for him. It is, in my opinion, he has a lot more to lose in this fight than Jake Paul does, but it's also a good fight for Jake Paul because he's just coming off that first loss against Tommy Fury, a fight that they say he actually fought a real boxer, and in that fight where he fought a real boxer, he lost. So this is a good opportunity for him because Nate Diaz is a huge name, a huge star from the UFC. He's been in some of the biggest UFC pay-per-view events and some of the biggest fights in UFC history. Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson, he fought Leon Edwards, who's the current UFC welterweight champion. I mean, he has so many fights, huge fights that, under his belt. So it's a huge name, and it's a perfect name for Jake Paul because, coming off that loss, he's trying to build a little bit more hype, trying to keep his name out there, especially in these boxing matches. And, it's good for him. But ultimately, like I said, it's great for Nate too because it's going to be a huge money fight, especially coming out of the UFC. Everyone was wondering what was next for him, and here he is, his first fight outside of the UFC, which I believe ESPN had wrote that it was his first fight in 15 years. He's fought, outside of the UFC within 15 years, so it's definitely a good opportunity for him, to make a little extra money. And finally get after Jake Paul, who he says, they've had some trash talking over the past few years. So I just wanted to, get my phone turned off and all that good stuff. But yeah, so here we are. Let's get right into it. What we're going to do in this fight is we're going to, obviously talk about it a little bit. We're going to read a little bit on the ESPN coverage. We're going to watch, because I haven't watched yet, we're going to watch and react to the official fight promo that Nate Diaz posted, and then we're gonna watch Jake Paul's fight announcement on it. And I would love to, if we do get any viewers or anything like that, people in the chat, that want to comment on it, tell me what your guys' thoughts are. I'd love to kind of talk back and forth with you guys. But again, this is our first official live video stream, so bear with me. We're gonna obviously get better as we go. So here we are. Let's get this switched over. Boom. So here is the promo released by Nate Diaz. This is his Twitter, where he posted the fight announcement. Hashtag Paul Diaz, like I said, live on pay-per-view Saturday, August 5th in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be a 50-50 split between the most valuable promotions, which is Jake Paul's fight promotions, and Real Fight Inc., which is Nate Diaz's fight promotions. And yeah, let's get right into this official trailer that we have yet to watch. So let me put my headphones on because I want to hear all the good music and all the good talking. Maybe this.
single person that I fought. Talk to him, baby. Talk to him. Every single person that I fought. Hey, talk to him. And Nate Diaz leaving this arena. Because I know you don't want that shit.
Who do you want to fight? You've got all the options in the world available to you. Big money draw. Who do you want?
I want to fight whoever's the biggest deal, whoever wants to fight. This fight is brought to you by Real Fight Incorporated, straight to the gut.
The global event brought to you by Most Valuable Promotion.
It's going to be oil in the water when those guys get together. It's going to be clashing. Their camps were nearly fist fighting backstage. Fight me. I'll fight you right now, motherfucker.
I'll fight you right now. Nate Diaz and his water bottles.
You know, Nate Diaz was here acting like a.
My whole team will beat your whole team's ass.
You know for a fact there's gonna be Nate Diaz's boxing team on there too. Some fighters on the undercard.
We're on the fight game, and they don't ever stop, and it won't ever stop. I feel like I'm the best boxer there is too, but you just don't know it yet.
So Nate Diaz, fight me.
I think you're the top creme de la creme right here. I'm coming for you.
Diaz, Paul. Saturday, August 5th. That promo was kind of hard. I don't know what you guys think about it, but that promo was kind of hard. And just for you guys to know, in the beginning of this fight, this part right here is when Nate Diaz was leaving the arena when Jake Paul had beat Anderson Silva. This is him leaving that the arena. So yeah, I don't know, guys. This is I mean, there's a highlight part in this video of Nate Diaz boxing, and his boxing looked fucking crisp. Let's see, where's that? He looked pretty crisp, if you ask me. I don't know where it is, but the way he hit to the head, to the body. I mean, we all know how Diaz is, you know, his constant pressure, his constant in your face. You know, I don't know if Jake Paul is going to be able to handle that. The only thing that I would say Jake Paul has in his favor is Nate Diaz is going to be coming, you know, his last fight in UFC at 155 pounds. He's jumping up to fight. I want to say it was at 188 pounds is what, 185. Yeah. So obviously a huge jump in weight where he's fighting, you know, above his natural weight. I think the highest he fought was at 170 pounds. So, you know, Jake Paul seems that he's going to have a weight advantage, but, you know, height obviously, you know, is going to play a factor for Diaz. You know, it's going to help him fit perfectly into that weight. So we'll see how Diaz looks at 85 pounds. You know, he's always looked decent at 150, always looked great at 155. He looked decent at 170, but 185 pounds, I don't believe we've seen him fight at that. But one of the things that you noticed in the beginning of the promo, and I had mentioned earlier, the fight itself is going to be promoted by Jake Paul. It's a 50-50 collaboration, which in my opinion is great because Diaz, you know, he's a huge name, you know, huge name in the fight or in combat sports. And, you know, Jake Paul obviously has a huge name. So every fight that he has been, I believe Jake Paul's been the A side, but there's no A side in this fight. It's, you know, I mean, there's no A and B side in this fight. It's, you know, they're both A. They both got to come together. So that's good, especially for Diaz, because I remember when they were when Jake Paul said something about, you know, come fight me. He pretty much stated that he was the A side in the fight. And I definitely didn't agree. I was like, you know, if anything, Diaz is the A side. So, but they come to terms and we get the fight that we want. And I think having Tommy Fury beat Jake Paul last fight kind of helped out that 50-50 collaboration between them. But yeah, let's just read a little bit up on this fight itself. The fight's going to be 8 rounds with 10-ounce gloves. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? You guys think, you know, 8 rounds is going to benefit Paul more or Diaz more? I think obviously as the rounds go on, it's going to benefit Diaz a lot because he has that tank of a, you know, he's a cardio tank, and he doesn't get tired. He actually gets better on as the fights go on or the rounds go on. The event will be a 50-50 collaboration between Paul's Most Valuable Promotion and Diaz Real Fight Inc. It'll be the first time Diaz has ever promoted himself. First time he'll fight outside the UFC in 15 years, which we had said earlier. And his first career pro boxing match. So that's good. I mean, this is going to, you know, give a lot of opportunity for Nate Diaz, especially moving forward. We just saw Anthony Pettis fight Roy Jones Jr. So, you know, the opportunity is out there. Hey, he might even be able to fight Anderson Silva, do a little Nate Diaz versus Anderson Silva, get revenge for Nick Diaz, you know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm typically fought in MMA at 155 pounds and more recently at 170 pounds. Paul has fought as heavy as 191.5 pounds as a pro and weighed 183.6 pounds for Fury. I wonder why did Fury and him fight at 185 pounds? Can't remember. Also, guys, if you're just tuning in, please drop a comment. Let me know who's here so I can say what's up to you guys. This is the first live on this channel, so just kind of testing things out. We're not going to be perfect. This is our first time really like reacting to break it down to a fight. So we plan to do more of this on our channel, and we will get better at it. So if you're new, you haven't yet, please consider dropping a comment and maybe subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I think this is coming from his fight announcement, which we're gonna watch right after this. We watched the promo that Nate Diaz dropped, the official fight promo, and then we're gonna actually watch Jake Paul talking about the fight and stuff. But he throws a little jab at KSI. He says, my team wanted me to take an easy fight like KSI next, but that's not how I am built. Nate Diaz is considered the most badass fighters of all time, but he and his team have been running their mouths for too long. I mean, I like how he, you know, he gives Nate Diaz respect and then tries to shit on him right after, huh? But yeah, guys, I don't know what you guys think, but this is a huge fight between them. I'm excited for Diaz. You know, he gets a big money fight coming out the UFC, and it just kind of sets up the future for him, especially in boxing itself. But it's a tough fight, you know. I predict, you know, obviously Jake Paul is going to, you know, try to use, you know, a lot of his power to keep Diaz off, but Diaz just going to constantly come forward. He's probably going to eat a few shots because he doesn't have, in my opinion, the greatest defense, but his range and his relentlessness to push forward, take damage, and then put an unwillingly pace on you to break you mentally, and that in itself is tough. So, you know, as long as Diaz doesn't fight at Jake Paul's pace and he makes Paul fight at his pace, I think he's gonna be all right. And I don't think Nate or Jake Paul has fought any southpaws in his career, which is a lot different than fighting orthodox. So we'll see how well he deals with that. You know, it's a lot different. I mean, although that big right hand is gonna play a factor because, you know, orthodox is southpaw fighters. That orthodox right hand is huge when it comes to fights when you're fighting southpaw orthodox. But this here is Jake Paul's announcement, so we're gonna listen to this and then kind of get everybody's take on it.
Might move, but this next fight, August 5th, against yes, the rumors are true, Nate Diaz, the legendary Nate Diaz, UFC
Legendary Nate
superstar,
Diaz,
a brawler, one of the baddest men on the planet. This fight has been brewing for a long time. Our crews have gotten into fights. The beef is there, the shit talk is there. We've both said what we needed to say, but now he's out of the UFC. We got the deal done. The contract is signed, and there's no turning back. We're gonna settle it in the ring, and this one's gonna be a war. This is gonna be a war.
I mean, you got to give respect to Jake Paul. He's taken such tough fights for how little, you know, he's been in the sport.
With vengeance. I'm angry. You know, I can't lose 2 in a row. I can't do it, Mom. And so this one means everything to me. he does not want to lose to the YouTuber. So I think
Yeah, I
this is
honestly
gonna
think
be
Nate Diaz have a lot more to lose than Jake Paul does. I mean, they both have a lot, but
of the past couple of years, and he's a pay-per-view star, and I've proven my numbers now. So I'm excited, ready to show y'all what I've been working on and the changes that I've been making in my own life, and to show you how to come back from a loss and to beat somebody's ass. With that said, if I ever lose again, it's gonna be back to every day, bro. I'm joking.
it's gonna be back to every what?
I'm gonna lose. If I do, yeah, I'll be a YouTuber forever. So yeah, so guys,
Tough
hope
fight to
y'all well.
take.
New life, new goals, new priorities. You're gonna see a new and improved version of me August 5th. I hope you guys are ready. Much love, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Guys, where are you going? Yeah.
Fuck your YouTube.
What else? I already leave a like. And it's just been taking a long.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't too bad. But I honestly think the promo between the fight was pretty freaking sick. Let's jump into some Twitter, see what people's reactions have been into the fight itself. I looked this up earlier, and one of the first ones was Sean Strickland. Let's see if this is actual. Yeah, this looks like to be his actual Twitter. But one of the top reactions says Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, such a effing joke. I'm not hating on either for making money of this clown show. I'm hating on the fact that a retired 155er is fighting a juiced TikToker, YouTuber, at 185 pounds who lost to a recreational boxer, Tommy Fury. Stop watching this BS. It needs the end. Somebody responded, Jake would take your milk money. He's the GOAT. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem too happy, but it is what it is, right? Latest. Do we go latest or do we go top? Go top. We'll go top. Pros React. Let's see. MMAfighting.com. Pros React. Jake Paul, August 5th. We send him in the casket back to Dana. Refreshments will be provided at the service. Black tie attire. Sean O'Malley. Okay, Sean O'Malley. Let's go. Oh my God, Diaz versus Paul. Holy F, boys. I'm hyped. Ben Askren talking smack. Really? Nate fans are going to cry so hard when Jake's beat him. Dang. I'll tune into any Diaz fight, says Kelvin Gastelum. He said Jake Paul loses to only pro boxer at his age and weight class who's actually terrible, and immediately returns to boxing retired smaller fighters with CTE. Says Dylan Dennis. Is Jake Paul still trying to be a fighter? Yeah, he's Terrence McKinney is right. I was honestly thinking about that earlier. I wonder how those sit downs are going to be when, you know, Jake Paul sits down with, you know, all his opponents. I don't know what handy means. Ward Diaz, baby, let's go. I'm still surprised that. Let's see what people are saying back to Ben Askren's post. I like that. That's a good fight prediction. There's no way Nate is losing, really. He got a chin and he's gonna work Jake's body to finish him in the later round. This guy says, bro, don't be biased, man. There's no way a UFC fighter is beating someone who's been training boxing at the highest level for the last 6 years, especially after you went 8-4 rounds with a professional boxer. Ooh. Ben, I'm your biggest fan. You're the best. Oh wait, loser. Oh, funny. Might be stopped due to cuts, but that's it. Since cuts won't be as much of an issue. Yeah, come on, Ben Askren. Ben Ass Cream. How dare you? How freaking dare you? That, like I said, that fight promo goes pretty hard. Yeah, great picture. How many of you guys think KSI should have been fighting Jake Paul? That's it, huh? See what Luke Thomas has to say. That's it, huh? All right. Well, no worries. Like I said, guys, this was just something quick to do. I just wanted to kind of jump on live, test it out, kind of see how things would go. We're going to get better at doing this stuff. We're going to continue to try to build our community here. We are live. Get this out of here. We are on, posting as much content as we can on YouTube, mainly YouTube Shorts, just to try to get our YouTube out there across the algorithm, get in front of people's faces, try to get some new subscribers. We started, I think, last week. I think we're officially at 30 subscribers now. We're on every social media platform: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook has been going absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can pull it up. Facebook has been going absolutely crazy. I'm happy for that. We've had our Facebook for 4 days now. We managed to reach 4K followers. One video has like over 500,000 views. Another video just hit 1,000 views. 100,000 views. So Facebook's going real well, but we obviously we would really hope to build a community on Facebook. We're gonna have some guest speakers or co-hosts that are gonna be on our channel, giving their thoughts on certain fights, like I said, post-fight reactions and talk shows where we're talking about what we thought about the fights, and just get ourselves buried into the combat sports world, more so dropping that content for everybody and just building community. I would love to get the community's reactions and fight predictions as well in the comments or pretty much anywhere, just kind of talking about that and get people involved. So bear with us. We're gonna build something awesome. We're just getting started. This was just a quick fight reaction, I guess you can say, fight talk about the latest Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz fight, because this is, as far as today goes, the biggest fight announcement in the world. In combat sports right now. So, and it's crazy to say, with it being Jake Paul, you got to give credit to the guy. He's built something good for himself, big for himself. So good for him, and good for Nate Diaz. He gets that big money fight, 50-50 split between promotions. So good for him. And if you guys are new to the channel, I don't know if I'm going to leave this up or not, but if you guys are watching after the fact, after it is over, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's a free way to help us grow, and we will see you guys on the next the next one, I guess you can say. So we will see you guys later. Take care, y'all, and have a good one.
Take 10 toes down, I'm a ride